What in the love and hip-hop hell just happened in that courtroom? Because baby, Lil Scrappy didn't just speak, he exploded. No chairs were thrown, but reputations demolished. And right at the heart of this reality-shattering eruption stands none other than Mr. Stevie J. Yes, the man who's moonwalked through scandals like it's a sport, just got dragged through the courtroom mud for allegedly betraying Scrappy with none other than Bambi. Yes, Bambi. Again. Now let's just pause and think about how a grown man ends up screaming, "Y'all been playing in my face for years," in open court. What secrets came bubbling up that forced Scrappy to go nuclear? And how did the Teflon Don of love and lies, Stevie J, finally trip? Is this a revenge plot, heartbreak, or just another Mona Scott production completely off script? Nah, this ain't reality TV no more. This is a full-blown scandal with lawyers, lies, and lethal leaks. We're talking DMs, voice notes, and courtroom drama thick enough to cut with a knife. Everybody thought the drama was dead, buried 6 feet under last season's reunion. But Scrappy, he came to resurrect the chaos, and this time he brought names. It all started with what was supposed to be a routine sentencing hearing. Cameras flashed, whispers echoed through the courtroom gallery. Then, boom. Lil Scrappy rose, slammed his hands down, and roared, "Y'all really think I didn't know Stevie J and Bambi been playing me for months?" That one outburst shattered the calm and ignited a scandal years in the making. Witnesses say the room froze. What had begun as a simple court appearance turned into a full-blown eruption of betrayal, heartbreak, and pure fury. But in hindsight, should we have seen it coming? Scrappy's no stranger to scandal. From toxic on-screen breakups to real-life baby mama drama, the man practically marinates in mess. But this was betrayal with venom. Stevie J, once his brother, his day one, suddenly turned shadowy backstabber. And then there's Bambi, the one at the center of this hurricane, caught between love and lies. It all started 3 weeks ago when whispers turned to roars. Social media posts, cryptic Instagram stories, anonymous messages, all hinting at an affair between Bambi and Stevie. Now, this crew's been in the game long enough to know cheating rumors are just part of the background noise. But this wasn't some random groupie scandal. This was close. This was personal. This was calculated. Because Stevie J, he wasn't just anyone. He was crew. He was family. He was supposed to have Scrappy's back, not be creeping around with Bambi behind it. Courtroom insiders say Scrappy stayed quiet for weeks, biting his tongue, trying to keep it together. But the moment prosecutors presented Stevie J as a character witness, yes, a character witness, Scrappy snapped. What followed was chaos. I got receipts. I got videos. I got audio. This ain't betrayal. This is a setup. The mic dropped. The courtroom shook. Officers had to restrain Scrappy. Stevie J sat a few rows back, cool as ever. No words, just a smirk. And in this circle, a smirk is a declaration of war. But this wasn't sudden. This was a slow-cooked scandal, years in the making. As far back as 2019, Scrappy had dropped hints, cryptic posts, side eyes at events. He once posted, "Watch who you call brother. Snakes ain't always strangers." Back then, fans thought it was about a business betrayal. Now, not so much. An anonymous insider spilled the tea. Scrappy always had a hunch. The way Stevie and Bambi looked at each other at events. The way they dip out of dinner separately, but minutes apart. It didn't feel right. It didn't look right. And Bambi? She's been radio silent. No confirmation. No denial. Just one cryptic caption. Sometimes the truth ain't ready to come out. But when it does, make sure you're standing on something real. Confession? Warning? Threat? Your guess is as good as ours. Meanwhile, Scrappy was already in hot water legally. Probation violations, reckless driving, resisting arrest. But people in that courtroom swear he wasn't scared of jail. He was burning with betrayal. One witness said, "You could see it in his eyes. That wasn't fear. That was heartbreak." And then came the nail in the coffin. Alleged court transcripts surfaced revealing that Stevie J's written testimony labeled Scrappy as emotionally unstable and a risk to others. The same man who once toasted Scrappy as brother for life? now handing the prosecution ammunition to bury him? Social media lost its collective mind. Fans chose sides. Some called for Stevie's cancellation, accusing him of betrayal beyond repair. Others dragged Bambi, calling her the architect of destruction. But real ones, they saw deeper. They asked the question, what don't we know yet? Because if there's one thing about the love and hip-hop universe, it's that the truth is always messier than fiction. And baby, we're just getting started. So what exactly pushed Lil Scrappy to that edge in the courtroom? It wasn't just betrayal that day. It was the culmination of months, maybe even years, of buried suspicion that finally exploded like dynamite in a matchbox. Because behind every fake smile, every red carpet photo op, and every so-called reconciliation was a mountain of red flags. And now, the rug they were hidden under has been yanked off in front of the entire world. The first bombshell landed just hours after the courtroom erupted. A mysterious Instagram account dropped a series of alleged DMs between Bambi and Stevie J, dating back to late 2023. The messages? Damning. The tone? Intimate. The implication? That this wasn't just emotional cheating. This was strategic. 1. Message from Stevie read, "He doesn't treat you right. You deserve better. You know where to find me." Another, "I'll always keep it discreet. Just say the word." And then came the voice note. Yes, a real voice note. Stevie's unmistakable tone. "If you ever want to feel appreciated, you know who got you. I ain't like him. I ain't never been." Fans went full CSI, analyzing voice pitch, comparing to old interviews, matching writing styles, and just like that, the hashtag #AucherStevieSnake hit over 80,000 mentions. Stevie J, the friend who dines with you, then dives into your relationship. Bambi, suddenly labeled the ultimate double-crosser. Scrappy, betrayed on all fronts. But wait, it gets deeper. Turns out Scrappy didn't rely solely on gut instinct. According to insiders, back in January, he hired a private investigator. And when that PI turned whistleblower, the receipts started pouring in. Screenshots, surveillance photos, and yes, alleged footage of Bambi and Stevie J meeting up at an Atlanta hotel. One photo, timestamped at 2:17 a.m., shows Stevie exiting a Taio black Escalade, checking his surroundings before slipping in through a side door. 4 minutes later, Bambi appears. Hoodie up, sunglasses on. Coincidence? Please. And that was just one instance. The report details late-night studio sessions, private Airbnbs, and even trips to a Miami condo allegedly owned by one of Stevie's business associates. Always arriving separately, always leaving separately, always alone, together. Scrappy reportedly confronted Bambi in late March. Her answer, business meetings, industry talk, haters making noise. But when Scrappy discovered Stevie J saved under a fake name in her phone, yeah, no explanation. Silence is loud. And this silence? Deafening. And then came the legal betrayal. Court documents filed days after Scrappy's meltdown revealed Stevie submitted a detailed character statement, painting Scrappy as emotionally volatile and unfit for custody. That one move made it clear. This wasn't just romantic betrayal. This was a coordinated takedown. But the cherry on top? A leaked NDA, allegedly signed by Bambi and Stevie J back in October, prohibiting either party from disclosing their emotional, support relationship, and private communication. The sender? An anonymous account going by the alias Retaliation Files 25. Their message? This NDA proves they weren't just sneaking, they were shielding the truth. Legal experts weighed in. If authentic, the NDA suggests more than casual friendship. Possibly romantic, possibly financial, maybe both. One thing's for sure, it wasn't innocent. Still think this is just reality TV? Then came the explosion. At 2:43 a.m., a burner account posted a 9-minute surveillance video. Within 10 minutes, it was everywhere. TikTok, Telegram, X, even Reddit. In the grainy footage, Stevie and Bambi are seen inside a condo, arguing, embracing, and eventually, well, it fades to black before the worst, but the implication is enough. Bambi's thigh tattoo clearly visible. Stevie's gold bracelet unmistakable. Scrappy's legal team responded immediately, filing an emergency motion to enter the footage into evidence in the custody case. Their argument? Emotional sabotage, manipulation, proof of a coordinated betrayal, intended to destabilize their client's mental state. Translation: Scrappy just flipped the script and went on offense. Now, Stevie J is being investigated for interfering with a legal case. Bambi's facing court scrutiny for violating child custody protocols, specifically the one about introducing new partners during litigation. Meanwhile, public opinion is boiling over. Every past interview, every red carpet clip, every old love, and hip-hop reunion is being analyzed like the Zapruder film. And what fans are concluding? Stevie and Bambi weren't just co-stars. They were co-conspirators. Even Mona Scott Young, the mastermind behind Love and Hip Hop, tweeted, "When truth becomes stranger than fiction, we just roll the cameras." Some say she's plotting a spin-off. Others say she's furious, ready to cut ties with both. A leaked production memo backed that up. While we encourage realness, we will not promote behavior that threatens legal integrity or personal safety. Translation: the show might be messy, but this is nuclear. Brand deals started falling like dominoes. Gloss Culture, a beauty brand affiliated with Bambi, wiped all her campaigns. No statement, just vanished. Stevie leaned into his villain arc, posting vague quotes like, "They gon' hate you when you real, love you when you lie." But fans weren't having it. Petitions to cancel both flooded in. One racked up over 70,000 signatures in days. Protect Scrappy, cancel the snakes. Even Erica Dixon, Scrappy's ex and Bambi's longtime frenemy, chimed in, "Sometimes karma don't knock. It kicks the whole damn door in." And Mama D? You knew she wasn't staying silent. She went live, fierce and unfiltered. "I've been saying this. That girl never loved my son, Stevie, a demon in disguise. I tried to warn him." The live hit 60,000 views in under 10 minutes. Scrappy's Spotify streams jumped 37% overnight. Fans rallied. But Bambi? She's losing endorsements, followers, and now possibly custody. Her team is preparing legal retaliation, suing Scrappy for defamation, emotional distress, and public narrative orchestration. But damage control? Too little, too late. And one last twist. Scrappy's now preparing a federal harassment claim alleging cyber invasion, third-party tampering, and emotional abuse. If it moves forward, this goes beyond Atlanta family court. We're talking federal court. Real jail time, obstruction, wire fraud. It's all on the table.